RTX GTX GPUs RX RTX GTX GPUs RX RTX GTX GPUs RTX GTX GPUs RX RTX GTX GPUs RX RTX GTX GPUs RX RTX GTX GPUs RX RTX GTX GPUs.
Yo, what's up everyone? Mike Red Fox. Let me know if audio and video is okay. I adjusted a few things. Give me a heads up. No love for AMD. I got RX in there. Hope everybody's doing well. Thanks for coming out. Do a chill stream tonight. All right, cool. All right, so yeah. What's up? We got Gallo from Bolivia. What's up, man? Chancoin, thanks, dude. Gallo from Bolivia, how you doing? Some Goblin, what's up? Shivam from Vancouver. Thanks for hanging out. What else we got? Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. It's in Greek, but hello from Greece. 3:32 a.m. Thanks for being here. Darktron69, what's up? JJ Piero from Colorado, how you doing? Ramon, how you doing? From Norway, wow, man. What's up? From Brazil, man, you guys are from everywhere. That's crazy. Let me know, anybody else, where you're from. It's mind blowing. You guys are here from all around the world. It's really, really cool. Chancoin, again, thank you for the donation there. Thanks for being here. As always, you're awesome. Argentina, Ezekiel, wow. Alexandra from Brazil. Got representation from all over the place. It's really cool. Let some more people pile in here. Hopefully, this is my first, this is only like my fourth stream ever. This is only my first weeknight stream. Latin America, Australia, wow. So hopefully we get, I don't know what kind of attendance we'll get. Looking pretty good right now. Hey, from Daniel from UK, GPU price dropping. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about that. Rafael from Brazil, thank you so much for being here. This is really cool. Appreciate you guys big time. Big time, big time. Mrs. Frizzle, what's up? Good to see you. You guys can see the prices ahead of you. I'm sure everybody's been paying attention. This is what it's looking like right now in the market. Ethereum's just kind of been, once it got below 2, it's bouncing around quite a bit. Yuval from Israel. Wow. Wahoo Brew, what's up, man? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Southwest Virginia. Not too far away from me. Dartron, you sold your cards a month ago. Well, that was really good timing, man. Really good timing. At least as it looks right now. You probably sold at the height of GPU pricing. Jason, Virginia, what's up? I don't know if anybody's drinking anything tonight, but cheers. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about China. Been catching up on that, watching some other YouTube streams and reading some stuff. And we'll look at some network hash rates. Posted some stuff on Twitter today and in my Discord. Just looking at the impact of that China news. Man, throughout the stream, you got any questions on anything? Anything's fair game. Throw them up in the chat. I'll take a look at them, do my best to answer them. So just tag me at Red Fox Crypto. Makes it, stand out really nice so I can see them. Let's see, we got one already. Pearl Rival, what do you think about Molex connectors? Are they an issue for powering risers? This has been the standard since 2006. Well, I'm glad you asked about Molex. Because there's this video right here from me. It talks all around how to power your risers and using Molex. The short of it is that there's no clear standard for Molex. And in fact, two different companies have made these connectors over time, and you don't know what's inside there. I'm not going to go on the rant. Watch the video. In short, you should really avoid it, in my opinion, because there is no clear, this is the amount of wattage it can do. And do I use Molex every now and then in a pinch? Absolutely. I think it's powering some of my 1070 Ti's right now. But otherwise, PCIe, safest way to go. Clear standard for that, clear spec, clear electrical standards. You know how much wattage those cables can pull. And that's what I use for everything else. Server power supplies, all that. But yeah, this is one of my first YouTube videos that I ever made on my channel. It's crazy. It's at 211,000 views. That is nuts. That is nuts. Venezuela, what's up? Il Demaro. Hope I said that right, man. Welcome. Glad you could be here. Let's see. I'll do a couple questions and then we'll get into the content. Jason, I'm not in Northern Virginia. I'm on the East Coast. Probably like 3-4 hours away from there. I spent some time in DC. Wahoo Brew, really getting itch to jump again on another pre-built. Yeah, man. I got another one with a Gigabyte Vision 3070 in it, not LHR card. So I'm stoked. Got it from Best Buy. I think I paid too much for it. I still gotta sell all the pre-built carcasses that I have without a GPU. I have 3 of them now. I think I'm gonna keep one, but the other 2 have to go for sure. Jordan Wood, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. Thanks for always being here. Really appreciate that, man. Kamachi, yeah, we'll talk about, I was watching that Bitsby Trippin' video about where these miners leaving China might go. So we'll take a look and we'll talk about that. All right, let's dive in a little bit to this, and I'll keep going questions as I go, and we'll try to go for like an hour or so. I think tonight, chill stream. So anything you guys want to chat about, just throw it in chat. We'll hang out. I don't have too much planned. So China, let's talk about it. CNBC, it's on there. We're on Forbes. We're on The Verge, all talking about China's ban on cryptocurrency mining. And if any of you have been in the space for a little while, then you know that China FUD is fear, uncertainty, and doubt, comes up from time to time. And typically because the market it reacts to these things, typically the market will go down or something will happen as a reaction to some news coming out of China. And then usually it's, you know, it passes. It was just FUD, and we go back about our business. And so, you know, as early as a month ago, almost, I guess almost exactly a month ago, published on CNBC, was China exploring banning Bitcoin and banning all cryptocurrency mining. And China is big on Bitcoin mining, especially. Their electricity rates are really cheap. They got into it big several years ago. And so they got a ton of mining farms. You could see them, you know, pictures online, videos on YouTube. There's no secret there. And so usually there's all this FUD and then it just goes away. But this is not FUD. I don't think. I mean, it's real stuff. And the hash rates of the networks, which we'll look at soon, are what prove to me that this is stuff that's really happening, along with another anecdote that I'll share in a second. But I'm not going to read this whole article. I'm sure you guys have been paying attention to this stuff, but there's certain regions in China that have put out policies to ban cryptocurrency mining. And with the type of government structure that they have, they can do that, right? And they can shut off huge farms of mining. And, you know, we're talking infrastructure that is insane. The amount of electricity powering these places, the amount of ASICs that they have mining Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I'm sure plenty others. It's just, I think if we even knew, it would blow our minds. Just racks and racks and racks of miners. And so, you know, this comes out, and I guess I'll share the first thing that I saw is here, I'll pull it up. I have an FPGA, and they're from China, from this company Hash Altcoin. And so they're all manufactured in China, and they also host in China. And so I have one of their FPGAs, got it a few years ago. Do not buy this. It is not worth it right now. It was back then. It is not worth it now. And you had two options when you bought this miner. You could ship it to you, pay the shipping costs, which I did, had it shipped to me. I just wanted that hardware in my hand because this is a little bit of I was a little nervous about what I was getting into because I've never done FPGAs before. Or you could host it with them and pay their electric rate, and it should typically be cheaper than a residential one. And they're, you know, over in China. And so what I saw on the Discord was that they pinged everybody and said, hey, like, we're shutting down. You know, we're going to try to figure something out, but we're shutting down, and let us know if you want your miner shipped because we'll ship it to you. And I was like, whoa, okay, this sounds like this is a real thing. And I've been following this company for a while, and they've moved locations. They've sent pictures of them shipping miners back and forth across facilities and stuff like that, as you know, they face different hardships. And it's in their best interest to keep these things going because they're making money off of it. So for them to be like, this is real, we really cannot continue to host your miners in our facility where it's located because of the government shutting us down. That was the first like thing that I was like, oh wow, something might actually be happening here. And then all that, you know, the news continued to break and continued to evolve. And then the market eventually, as you guys know, reacted to all of this news and what's happening in China. At least that's what I think, right? Why are they banning crypto there? You know, I think BBT talked a lot about this on his stream on this. And it's about I haven't researched myself. I trust him and all he knows. It's all about the wealth transfer that's happening along with Bitcoin mining. And they have the type of government structure that China has. They can come out and do this where, you know, in the US, this would not be this easy. You couldn't just ban this, right? Chancoin still got your F1 minis. Yeah, I got the original Black Miner F1. It's still going. It's still converting some algorithm crypto on Zergpool over to Bitcoin for me. But anyway, long story short, what makes this real for me and what makes this real for everybody is the network hash rates are just tanking. I posted this on Twitter today, but this is the Bitcoin network hash rate. This is going back a year. It is at 90. It's like, I think there might be I don't think it's terahash. I think it's exahash right now. But it's at 90.17. And I'm looking at the last year and it never went that low. I actually had to go to the 3-year chart in order to find a spot where the Bitcoin network hash rate has gone as low as it is right now. And I think it was November 1st, 2019. November 1st, 2019 is the last time that Bitcoin's network hash rate was this low. That's crazy. That shows you the reaction of what's actually happening in China with these facilities that are mining Bitcoin. They had to shut off. They had to shut off and they had to ship their miners. And the question is, where are those miners going? But before we get to that, some speculation on that and some stuff that Bitsby Trippin shared, I feel like this is a moment. This is like a historical moment. At some point in the future, when I can't get that word. When in the history books they're learning about Bitcoin, it's still gonna be around. Don't worry. They're just gonna learn the history of it. They're gonna look at the network hash rate of Bitcoin and they're gonna see this moment right here that we're living in right now. And that will be a mark on the history of Bitcoin. I think. I could be crazy, but this is what happened. China banned cryptocurrency mining, and all of the miners had to react to this, and they had to move. And that is what's happening right now. These hash rates are going to be back. They're not just off sitting idle. It's in these companies and these corporations and these institutions' best interest. They got to get this hardware going again, and they will. It's just a matter of when and where. And what it looks like is happening, again, crediting Bitsby Trippin on a lot of this info. You guys really check him out if you haven't. He's linked into every description of my videos. He's the crypto mining OG, and he's involved in the space so deep that he has connections and kind of learns these things about what's happening. But these miners are getting shipped other places. They're getting shipped to the United States, Central America, Canada. So a lot of them coming into the Americas and I'm sure other regions. And it's just a matter of, you got to break down this whole facility. You got to pack all these miners. You got to put them on pallets, put them on boats or planes or whatever it is, and find a new facility that can host miners with all these electric demands, and a facility that's located in a place where you can get like a 3-cent electric rate or a really cheap electric rate to compete with what you had before. And then you got to get all the miners back online, back hashing, back on the network. So the question is not when is this going to come back? Well, the question isn't, is this going to come back up, this hash rate? It's when is this hash rate going to come back up? BBT saying 2 to 8 weeks. I think he would know it better than me. But that's going to be what's interesting to see is it going to continue to dip? And then when is the curve going to happen and it's going to come back up? So what are your guys' thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the chat about all of this. And we'll get into Ethereum too, which is what we're mining residentially at home. But Bitcoin leads the charge in all this stuff. And Bitcoin is the one, right? It's the one that started it all. And if you're like me, you're obviously mining Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies, but you're investing in Bitcoin as well. So yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. I was thinking about what would I do if I was put in this situation? If I lived in China and I had this huge facility with tens of thousands of miners and the government shut me down, what would I do? I'd be like, well, this is what I do for a living. This is how I make money. And this is where I believe the future is going. I'd like instantly be in contact with whoever I could to get these things shipped away. And then I guess I would just relocate and continue like my operation somewhere else, because that's the life I picked. And I'm sure that's, what all these companies are doing and these individuals are doing. They got to get these things back online. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I had like this moment today looking at these hash rate charts that I was like, man, this is like a historical thing that's happening in cryptocurrency in general, and especially in Bitcoin mining. Let's see. Any questions I got? Catch up on chat here, and then we'll take a look at Ethereum. Let's see. Steven, so reducing the network hash rate should adjust the difficulty, right? Yeah, absolutely. How long does that take to kick in? It's different depending on the cryptocurrency. I don't like how it's coded. I don't know off the top of my head. We'll take a look at the Ethereum network difficulty, which follows suit pretty evenly on the charts with the network hash rate. Yo, Altered Component, thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate it. You're the man. Some Goblin, how you doing tonight? Doing good, man. Doing good. If you haven't seen, a little something to sip tonight. So having a good time. Cheers to anybody that's joining me. Yeah, Jordan, guys, hit the like button. Appreciate it. All hail the YouTube algorithm. Helps promote the channel. So smash that like button, as they say. Would really appreciate it. Altered Component won't fully come back up the network hash rate. I don't know, man. So again, to credit my man Bitsby Trippin, he said, quote, mark my words, 8 to 10 weeks will hit a new all-time high Bitcoin network hash rate. And he's looking at all these machines getting deployed again. And he's just coming off of Miner Summit, and he's talking to people that have facilities coming online around North America very soon. So not only might you have all the miners and ASICs getting moved over to North America or Central America or South America or anywhere else in the world, but he knows there's facilities that are going to be coming online, adding additional miners to the network. So you got those two things, and his belief is that it'll cause a new all-time high Bitcoin network hash rate. I don't know what that does to the price. We'll have to see, and we'll have to see if that plays out. But I really do think like those miners can't sit idle, especially right now where it's still very, very profitable. Let's see. Is it good or bad that the hash rate is down? Dennis CW, yo, thanks for being here, man. It's good for other miners because that means there's less competition for solving, the problem in the algorithm to win the block. So that means more rewards for the miners that are staying and continue to mine. The same thing with Ethereum. Mello, what whiskey is that? It's actually, I skipped the whiskey tonight. It's Dogfish Head's Sonic Archaeology. They make some like, I don't know what, it's like a blended something. It's good. Let's see what else, and then we'll jump into Ethereum. Yo, Richard Sullivan, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Itamaro, do you know what happened to Rabid Mining? Yo, I saw something about that. I think YouTube took his channel down by mistake or something. I saw a couple posts on Twitter about it. So I was trying to get everything right there, but I haven't got a chance to look into it today. Oh yeah, Altered is sharing right there. Yeah, that's kind of the scary thing about YouTube, especially I really like watching the behind the scenes stuff of the big YouTubers in the tech space like Linus and Jay's 2 Cents and Gamers Nexus. I really like those guys. And I like when they talk about behind the scenes stuff and like the realization that they like owe YouTube everything. At least when they got started, and they really formed their own companies, but they talk about like what would happen if YouTube went away or YouTube removed their channel. Like that, like their life depends on YouTube, Like they are employed by YouTube, right? That's crazy to think about. So yeah, YouTube has that ultimate control, and unless you get to like that high status, you don't have some direct contact, as far as I know, to fix everything. Dennis, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate that. That's awesome. All right, let's look at Ethereum. And again, guys, any questions you got, throw them up in the chat. Just tag me at Red Fox Crypto. Do my best to answer them as we go along tonight. And again, this is like a chill stream. We're looking at some network hash rates based on the China information that's come out and some of the things that are playing out behind the scenes, how that's affecting pricing, affecting hash rates on the networks. And then we'll look at some GPU pricing and stuff too, because why not? That's what we're doing, right? Christopher, thanks for being here. Richard, yo. All right. Let's see. Ethereum. So Ethereum hit, I think it was 610 terahash was the high on May 18th, which is crazy. If you look at the all-time right here. I remember when this was looking like this back in 2018. This is when I got in. I got in right there. December, January 2018. I'm going to have a video on my mining journey soon. I took like, pictures along the way. It's going to be interesting to see some of my early rigs. But yeah, I got in right around here. And I remember this being like insane, this run up. Like totally nuts. And we've just eclipsed it. Like what was the high here? 250 terahash, we'll say, and we hit 600. I can't even imagine what it'll look like, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years from now. Well, I guess it won't look like anything because Ethereum is going proof of stake. So there's that. But check it out. 610 terahash it hit. And then it dipped a little bit, came up, and I think this is probably around the same time that Bitcoin dipped in May. No, yeah, around this area. And then it came back up, and then it dipped hard with the China stuff. Got down to 487 terahash. Went even lower this week, down to 440. Let's come back up a little bit. And that is crazy. And you look at the difficulty. Difficulty pretty much follows. So difficulty is down. And so you might be wondering, what does this mean for you as a home residential miner like me? It means you're getting more Ethereum now than you were back then. And that's what really matters, in my opinion, especially when you think long-term. USD value or your native currency value as it relates to the price of Ethereum is obviously really important because you're investing your fiat currency either directly to buy Ethereum or into hardware to mine Ethereum or other cryptocurrencies. So I get that. And that for me is like the short-term thinking, like I got to pay these things off. The long-term thinking is how much Ethereum am I getting, or how much Ravencoin or Firo or whatever else am I getting, so that in the long term, I can either meet some goals that I have or believe that USD value will be really good, or that fiat value, whatever your native currency is, will be really good. So if you are thinking long-term right now, myself, I do a mix of both, but I'm long-term thinking right now. I'm thinking, wow, this is really good. It means I'm getting more Ethereum than I was before. And this is, of course, related the same thing to the stuff that's happening in China. They're not just mining Bitcoin. They got ASICs and maybe GPUs, I don't know, on Ethereum. And they are all shutting off and moving to somewhere else. I think maybe a little bit of this too is part of people maybe, like a fellow in the chat here who sold their GPUs at the height and stopped mining. I'm sure that's happening too. There's people that maybe were just in this for the quick buck that are like, what, profits are coming down. Let me sell off some GPUs before it gets too out of hand and I can't get the profit that I want off them. So I'm sure part of that is there too, especially with Ethereum, not likely with Bitcoin. But the biggest impact to the Ethereum network hash rate, in my opinion, is the stuff that's happening in China. So for us that are still mining, this means you're getting more Ethereum for your hash rate. And because the dollar value is down, you may not be seeing too much of a dollar value gain, but what you should be seeing is more Ethereum generated that you're getting paid out in. But you may, the USD value or native value may still look around the same, maybe just up a little bit. I've seen mine be up a little bit, but my Ethereum that I'm getting is obviously much better. And I know also this week, in the last couple of days, the fees, the block rewards started getting tasty again, like 5, 6, 7 Ethereum per block because gas fees spiked. So you might have seen, a really good day with a combination of the fees that are getting paid out to you, which RIP soon with EIP 1559, and then the network hash rate dropping, so the difficulty was low and you're getting paid out in more Ethereum. So pause here, catch up with the chat, see what you guys are chatting about. And again, if you have any questions, just tag me. Red Fox Crypto, I'll do my best to answer them. Yeah, altered component. Been watching GPU pricing hard lately, around 20-25% down. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look. I got eBay up in a second. Bojan, thanks for being here. What's up, buddy? Ernest, 6 GPU mining frames in Canada. I don't know. I guess Amazon. The most recent ones I bought were on Amazon, but I'm in the US. Ali Khan, is it worth to start mining now or just wait for the next bear market? It's a good question. It just depends on your situation. It depends on what you're looking to do. It's tough, man, because I don't know if we're destined for the next bear right now or if we're gonna jump up again. It's really hard to say. I think one of the things that I think about is, let's say, at least for a while, the light hash rate cards remain locked. Then I think it's a really important time to be getting the non-locked cards. And that time is now, because they're going to stop manufacturing those if they haven't already. Like, we've already seen, actually, let me pull it up. Over on Zotac, they're selling, oh man, here we go. Over on Zotac, they're selling the light hash rate cards. They were selling both, actually. What do I need here? Boats. Let's do some boats. I've gotten so good at this, by the way. I'm like a machine at it now. Nailed it. So the light hash rate cards, the LHR cards, are out there, and I think they had 3070s. They were selling both. Yeah, so check it out. You got, these are the same, right? Yeah, you got the AmpHollow regular, AmpHollow light hash rate. And what Gamers Nexus reported when they were talking to board partners is they're going to continue to sell both until they don't have any more of the other ones. And apparently production was going to continue on both, but I don't really believe that, honestly, unless I guess until they just run out of chips. So the other night you had both of these go on sale, and I remember some people were able to score the regular, some people unknowingly got the light hash rate edition. And so they're out there. So right now, as far as a miner, to answer the question, is it a good time to get into mining? I'll go into more of that in a second, but at least thinking about GPUs you might want to get. The fact of the matter is, until these light hash rates get unlocked, the resale value of the unlocked GPUs is going to be higher. And I think that will be true, in my opinion, regardless if mining profitability drops or not. I think those GPUs will be the more sought after ones because miners want them. Now, if light hash rate gets unlocked, it doesn't matter. And if Ethereum finally goes proof of stake and something else is most profitable, which uses a different algorithm, it's not limited, then it doesn't matter either. But, if you're interested in mining and you want to participate, there's never a bad time. Get 1 GPU, get 2 GPUs. If you, depending on your financial situation, the time to really expand is the bear market. So when you pick up things super, super cheap, RX 580s were going for under $100. You know, last bear market, you could get 1070 Ti's for under $200 last bear market. You could get 1660 Ti's and Supers used for under $200 on the last bear market. Like, that was a time to just go nuts, but then you're also like, what am I doing? Because they're making no money. And you just hold that hope for times like now. But I personally, many of you probably know, if you hang around me at all, watching my videos or my Discord, I'm still buying GPUs, MSRP pricing, because for me, in my situation, I got my whole farm working to pay off anything new, which is a lot different than if you bought, you know, a GPU for $840 and it was working itself off. So it highly depends on your situation, but if it's a thing that interests you, I mean, when I got into mining in, what was that, 2017, 2018, I bought a GPU, then I bought 5, 6 GPUs, and it took years for them to pay themselves off because we went into the bear market. But in the long run, you know, for me, 4 or 5 years, it was absolutely worth it even to get in then. So I think there's never a bad time if you're paying, you know, MSRP prices, and then you're maybe looking to continue to expand during bear markets and take advantage and probably fight every urge that is saying don't buy these graphics cards for cheap because they make no money. You know, that's a really good time to do it. The one thing I'll say about bear market, at least for me this time, is I have not bought any, besides a couple frames, I haven't bought any of like the motherboard, CPUs, RAM, any of that stuff during this bull run. I bought just, you know, again, I was like, am I crazy? But I bought just a ton of that stuff during the bear market, like lots of it. And I was just like, well, it's cheap. If I don't use it, I don't use it. But I'm really glad I made those decisions. So that's in general, in my opinion, really good time to just buy up accessories and motherboards and all that kind of stuff. Let's see. What else? What else you guys chatting about? Is it okay to power, Jordan, is it okay to power GPU from a different system's power supply? Yeah. So I don't know if you're talking about like 2 actual whole computers, but you can power. So say you got your PC, you got a GPU in it, then you want to add another GPU with a separate power supply, but plug it in PCIe over to your computer or something. Using a riser, like that's what I used to do. Just make sure you power on that GPU that's your like secondary GPU first with the external power supply, and then power on the main system, you know, the motherboard and all that second, and then it'll pick it up, and you'll be in good shape. I've definitely done that. Ali, light hash rate is a problem right now, but once ETH goes proof of stake, won't it not be a problem? Yeah, you're right. You know, the only thing would be if Ethereum Classic comes to be like top dog in mining, then that uses the same algorithm as Ethereum, very, very similar algorithm as Ethereum, so you won't be able to mine that either. But I know they're talking about going to SHA-3 or some other ASIC algorithm. So, but if it's Ravencoin or Ergo or Flux or Firo or any of those things, we'll be in okay shape. And if it gets unlocked, then we can just do whatever we want. And, you know, you've heard me say before, the financial incentive to unlock it is there. So if people want to do it, it'll get done. Raul, you just brought 2 1660 Supers and a 2060 yesterday. Awesome, dude. 1660 Supers are sick. And the RTX 2060, you should be able to reduce the wattage on those a lot now with absolute clocks in HiveOS or T-Rex Miner. I have a video coming out either tomorrow or the next day on using Lock Core Clock in T-Rex Miner on Windows. And I go through every GPU that I have. It took forever. Every GPU that I have that's capable, and did a before and after of what the wattage drop was. Includes 30 series, 20 series, and 16 series. So hopefully you guys check that out when it posts. And if you haven't done that already, don't even wait for my video. Start researching absolute core clocks. If you're using Hive or using T-Rex, definitely want to reduce that wattage. Just to give you an idea, my 2070 Super went from 125 watts down to 87. And I even got some 1660 Supers mining at 31.5 mega hash down to like 65, 66 watts, which is killer. Fred, what's up? Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, man. Again, not far from me. Welcome. Glad you could be here. Yeah, Ali, you would buy at MSRP, but it's impossible to find at those prices in your country. Yeah, man, I know it's tough, but I've seen too some chat in my Discord. I think UK, EU. I don't know if anybody's here in the chat can let me know. It seems like availability is a little bit better over there, and I've seen some notes about shops just having stock and pricing being not too bad, while here in America it's still absolutely insane. It's like impossible unless you're using bots or nowhere to go. Zotac is prepping queue. Are they? I can't buy another Zotac card. I think I gotta wait 2 weeks unless I create more accounts. Let's see what else. Kevin Long, what's up, dude? Do you think it's worth buying up light hash rate and TI cards too? I'm still in the whatever I can get mentality. Actually, you guys might be able to see it, but this just came in today, so that's I don't know how the light's gonna play. It's a 3070 Ti EVGA. I'm really excited about that. That's my 2 of 3 that I have coming in, all from EVGA's notify queue that I got in right away within the first 2 minutes. And I got 3 total. I want to get 6 and just build a rig and have a really amazing excuse to mine something besides Ethereum. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Probably Raven coin, because I haven't mined Raven in a while, and they have their halving coming up in January, which is going to reduce the supply. So kind of want to get in, and Raven's a little near and dear to my heart because I mined that at launch, and that was a lot of fun. So I want to mine some more Raven coin. Shivam, can you shed some light on how many mega hash you started with and how it grew through bear market and then bull market? Yeah, man. Actually, I'm gonna have a video. I was gonna do it as a live stream, but I think I'm gonna do it as a video. It's just my mining journey, and it's gonna show all the pictures and just add some commentary of where I started up until where I am now with creating a YouTube channel and all that. But yeah, I started with a GTX 1080, added a 1070 Ti, then 5 more of those, and then 16 series, 20 series, and a lot of 30 series. So started with very, very little mega hash, and above 2 gigahash now. And you guys are going to just cringe at this, but I have like 8 GPUs just not even mining. They're just sitting down in my basement that I just have not had the time to put in a rig and start mining between YouTube content and, family and work. So the GPUs are coming in. I just can't get them mining fast enough. It's a problem. But yeah, check out that video. I think I'm going to do that one soon. I'm going to do that one, probably one of the next videos I do. But T-Rex lock core clock will be up next. Vas, what's going to happen after proof of stake on Ethereum? Mining is going to be gone. It will. End of this year, early next year is what Vitalik said. There will be no more mining on Ethereum. We're going to have to do something else. Talking about GPUs a lot. Let's check out pricing. Then I'll get to some more of your questions. So yeah, these prices are... Altered Component is right. Look at these prices dropping. So I'm on the sold listings on eBay looking at 3070s, and these were selling for 1,500, what, probably like maybe 3-4 weeks ago, a month ago. And they are coming down. Look at this, they're in the $1,000, like $1,000. You get a For the Win 3 Ultra? Man, I should have bought that one. That's a sick card. These are coming down hard. Yeah, I use bots and stuff to try to get GPUs. I'm not very successful. I have a video on it, but I hang out in some of those groups just so I can be up to date because I'm just trying to get GPUs for mining. I'm not reselling them, but they're getting a little antsy because they're watching, you know, their profit drop with these resale values. But yeah, I mean, this is coming down. I mean, we looked at these a week and a half ago on a stream, and they've come down even from then. So they're dropping like, I don't know, what do you think, $100, $200 every couple weeks here? Pretty wild. Hobbyist Miner, what's up, dude? Thanks for being here. Everybody go subscribe. Hobbyist Miner on YouTube. He's the man. Me and him, one day, we're going to get a 6-pack together and work on his basement. Yeah, check out him. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate that. Later, Altered, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Cool. Let's see what else is in the chat. Again, guys, just throw us any questions that you might have for me, and I'll do my best to answer them. And a couple other things we can look at tonight, but just chill stream, hanging out, sipping on some drinks. Ernest, you want one of my GPUs that I can't get mine fast enough? Oh man. Speaking of, if you guys aren't in my Discord, come hang out. I do hash power giveaways. I do every Friday, and then typically multiple times throughout the week. How it works is I have a bot in there. I'll give away a rig of hash power. I'll mine to your Ethereum address on whatever pool you want for whatever time I decide. So Pre-Hash Friday is our ritual right now, where you get 24 hours of a rig of mine mining to you. Sometimes it's 630/70s for 24 hours, which, how much money am I giving away? We should look at that. Which gives you about $20 on me to your Ethereum address on whatever pool you want. Sometimes I give away a bunch of 8 1660 Ti's. Mine to your Ethereum address. Give you $12. Not bad. But yeah, come join my Discord if you haven't already. I do giveaways all the time, and I got a bunch going on right now because I hit 15,000 subscribers, which mind-blowing to me. And you can enter to win, and I'll just mine for you for a while. So come join the Discord. Got a bunch of awesome people hanging in there. Gives you a chance to win some hash. Maybe you only got one GPU, right? Maybe you just got started, and I can send you 8 to your Ethereum address for a while, and you can see those mega hashes climb. Let's see, what else? Ernest, RTX 3060 for 800 or GTX 1660 Super for 500. Ooh, that's tough, man. That's tough. Let's see. What's the difference here? The 3060 is annoying because it's technically like locked. So we're making $150 on the 1660 Super, and $2 on the 3060. If it's just one GPU you're getting, I might get 3060. It'll be better in the long term, but I would also do some calculations on what your break even will be on it. Fred got a 3070 Ti from the Shuffle. Nice, dude. It's awesome. I have not won the Shuffle in a while. I won it 3 times, but it's been a couple months since the last win. Ahmet, greetings from Turkey. Yo, greetings from USA, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate that. Jordan, why do my GPUs sometimes randomly reset the settings from MSI Afterburner back to the default settings? Welcome to Windows. I don't know why. It definitely happens, which is, if you're mining on Windows, why it's really important to do all the stuff that I talk about in this Power and GPU Mining Riser Safely video. But I use, here, preview. I use Awesome Miner, and it's gone, to to monitor all my GPUs and their overclocks, and restart them if they give an issue, or reapply overclocks if they reset. So I'd recommend some kind of all-in-one mining software if you're not using them already. I'll do a video on Awesome Miner at some point. But all my rigs are in Windows except one. I know that's it's not good, but it's the way it is. Raul, is it worth buying used GPUs? Yeah, man, for the right price, absolutely. Funk Train just got a GPU off eBay for $1,000, 3070. Nice, dude. Congrats. Pretty sick. Just in case you guys need the link for Hobbyist Miner, I'm going to throw it in the chat right now. Everybody go subscribe to him if you aren't already. He's the man. He's got some really cool stuff on his channel. So that's the link. Go head over there. Richard, you're not making anything. You're pissed. Your rig isn't going to pay off in time. Hey, man, it's all about the long-term mindset. I know it can be tough right now with the pricing going down. At least we're getting a little more Ethereum because of the network difficulty being pretty low on Ethereum. But, yeah, man, this is not the hard times. There will be harder times at some point. And, the biggest thing that I learned going through the last bear market was what I needed to do for myself during the next bull market, the last several months. And that was make sure all my stuff is paid off, which I'm close, but you guys see, I keep buying stuff. So it gets hard again. But, I've shared this before. What I do since this bull run happened, I sold Ethereum on the way up a little bit every $200, starting at like $600. I sold a little bit. Every time it went up $200, I sold a little bit of Ethereum just to make sure all the existing stuff I had could finally be paid off. And we did it. And then I bought all the 30 series stuff starting, I guess, November. And then I was like, man, I really don't want to be in the same position where I'm buying all this hardware and then the bear market comes and I'm grinding it out for years with this hardware overhead that I got to wait and wait and wait. And I'm looking at multiple year break evens or ROIs on. So I made the decision that every Friday I'm going to sell 40% of what I mine that week. And sometimes that's a lot, depending on the USD value or the fees on the Ethereum network. And sometimes that was little, but 40% was just a number I picked for no other reason than I still want to hold the majority of what I mine. And that helped me cash out and pay off GPUs and buy new GPUs and all that. And those GPUs are still mining, creating Ethereum. I just do not want to go into the really bad times. And what I mean by really bad times is you're making sense in profit, or it doesn't even make sense to mine. Just turn off your rigs and buy the coin. That's the bad times. You don't want to have this huge hardware overhead then. We're not there yet. You still can be working to pay off your GPUs. So, end rant. Enamara, what can you tell us about the Ethereum Classic Magneto upgrade? I don't follow Ethereum Classic, man. I'm sorry. Nothing against that project. I haven't been interested in it. I've never mined it. Yo, Crypto Michael, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate that. Thanks for supporting. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Ali, what's your suggestion about virtual memory on Windows? Yeah, if you mine on Windows with Ethereum, you got to increase your virtual memory. I take calculation of the RAM, the VRAM inside my GPUs, and then I do that amount in virtual memory plus a little bit, just top it off. So if I got like a 8 gigabyte GPU, then I'll just do maybe like 9 gigabytes virtual memory in Windows. So, yeah. Man, is Zotac really dropping GPUs right now? That's all right. I still can't buy one. I got to wait a week. Got a RTX 3070 coming tomorrow. White one from them. Yeah, this one. Twin Edge. That'll be my second GPU from Zotac. The first one was a 3060, but I'm excited about this. So now I want to build a 12 by 3070 rig, and I need 2 more 3070s to do it. So I'm trying to get them before they're all gone and they're all light hash rate. Crypto Pope, and following your channel, like the content you put out. Keep it going. Appreciate it, man. You're awesome. I love the support, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Anonymous Miner, what's up, dude? Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. Going for almost an hour. We'll do a little longer, depending on what we have going on. And yes, hopefully everybody's having a good week so far. A little weeknight stream, which I haven't done yet. We talked a lot about China, what's going on there. We looked at Bitcoin's network hash rate hitting an all-time low since, what did I say, November 2019. It's crazy. Ethereum network hash rate also following. And then you can see, I'm on miningpoolstats.stream. You can just see the hash rate on these pools, and you can see which ones are in China. F2 pool. Look at AmpHollow. Just huge. What was that? Less than half of the original hash rate that was on there. You know what? I haven't looked at Ethereum. Let's check out Ethereum. Spark pool. Look at that. Look at that. Over 7 days, 150 terahash down to 90 terahash. It's crazy. Ethermine untouched. Spider pool dropped. You're just watching, all this happen, and I love tracking this stuff. You're just watching it happen before your eyes. All these miners getting turned off and shipped somewhere else in the world. And anybody that's mining right now is definitely reaping the benefits of the extra rewards coming their way. Let's see what else we got in chat. Answer some more questions before wrapping up, I think. Anonymous Miner, make sure you sign up for B&H Photo. I got 6 links to buy cards this week. I didn't have enough money to use all the links. Yo, funny you mentioned that. First of all, I have a question, if you don't mind answering. How long ago did you sign up? Because I missed the train on this. And actually, a really nice dude in my Discord reached out to me and provided me his link because he wasn't looking to purchase the GPU anymore. And I was so excited, and it was so thoughtful and so nice, but I couldn't find a way to use it because when I click on it, he forwarded me the email. It asked to log in, and when I log in with my B&H account, it told me no. If anybody knows a way around that, please let me know, because I need 2 more 3070s so I can build and do a sick video on a 12 card build. But yeah, congrats, Anonymous Miner. That's awesome, dude. But yeah, I think it's probably too late to sign up at this point. I think those are coming from earlier this year. Jordan, can you give your opinion on the top coins you will think will make it to the end? Real world application, user adoptable, fees and speed. Thank you for all your content. Man, excellent question. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. Obviously, Bitcoin will be here for the long term. That's what this whole thing lives and dies by. Ethereum has proved itself. It'll be here. And then when you, as far as mineable coins, which is really what I track, I don't have the capacity or time to track much else besides proof of work. At this point, maybe that'll change when a bear market comes, but this is not a shill, but I really like what Flux is doing. Previously known as Zcash. Big fan of that project as far as like things that actually work and they've proved work and just where they're going. I really enjoy that project, and that's mineable with GPUs, and they take a stance that it will continue to be mined with GPUs. I'm a big fan of Ravencoin. I'm not super up to date on the development of that project. I was for a while, and they had some really cool stuff coming out, but I don't want to say anything wrong about them because I think they're great. But it hasn't been hitting any headlines, I guess is the way I'll say it. So where that goes in the future, I'm not sure, though. I'm still a huge fan of that project's launch and what it did initially. And yeah, I guess like beyond that, it's tough. I've been so Ethereum focused, as probably many of you have been this last half year, more than half a year now. Adam, prepping a brisket, man. Oh, that sounds so good. Cheers, by the way, to anybody who joined recently. JP, what's a good strategy in mine Raven? What wallet allows easy exchange to BTC or fiat? I use Zelcore, which is from Flux, to hold my Raven. You can do, I think you can do swaps on there. Or otherwise, it's just a fantastic wallet if you want to send it to Binance, either in the US or elsewhere. You can exchange it for BTC. Damn, Anonymous Miner, you signed up for those GPUs 2 to 3 weeks ago. All right, it's time for me to sign up. Rule, thanks for the kind words, man. I appreciate that. Funk Train, see you later, buddy. Have a good night. Siobhan, what's your thoughts on dual mining Ethereum and ZIL? Hey, I know Red Panda's doing that. He had a video or talked about that recently, and I have not got a chance to look at it. I was tracking Zilliqa probably 3 years ago or so, and I was going to invest in it. And I didn't, so here we are. But yeah, I have to look into that more. But where it is, your Ethereum, you get the same amount of Ethereum, and you're dual mining, so you get some Zilliqa on the side. Seems like why wouldn't you do it, right? Unless I'm missing something. Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Nice, dude. All right, guys, throw any other questions you might have up in the chat, and then I'll start wrapping this one up in a few minutes. But I guess the last topic I wanted to talk about, and I'll probably do a separate video on this soon, is as we get into times like this where it doesn't seem as profitable, especially when you're looking at USD value or whatever your fiat value is, right? When we were looking just a few months ago or less, like profitability was insane. And if you got in at that time, like that is your standard. And now it feels maybe difficult. You know, we looked at like you could buy a 3070 rig and you're making $20 a day, whereas maybe you were making almost 50, 60 bucks a day. And so pricing's come down, but like a couple things. One, in my opinion, haven't been through this, it's still really good. If you can break even on a rig in less than a year, you're in really good shape, in my opinion. But the other thing is you know, at some point, and if profitability continues to drop, I mean, at some point it will. At some point, I don't think this profitability will keep up. Cycles happen. It's done it before. I think it'll happen again. All speculation on my part. But the thing you really want to start tracking and looking at is your rewards that you're getting in the actual native cryptocurrency. So in this case, you're getting 0.01 Ethereum. And if profitability drops in USD value and then hash rate drops and network difficulty drops, and then you get more Ethereum in this case than you were before because there's less people competing for it. And one of the things you do then is you start, especially if you got your rigs paid off, why it's so important to have that focus, in my opinion, during the bull runs is so when you hit the bear markets, you shift your focus to the amount of cryptocurrency that you're generating. And then you start looking at what you can do with that and setting small goals for yourself. And Ethereum, we'll use this as an example, right? So maybe you, instead of going, man, I got to pay off these rigs, this USD value, this fiat value is in the toilet. How am I ever going to do this? Maybe you then shift over and say, well, I'm getting more Ethereum than I was getting before. What can I do with that? when you maybe start thinking about is a goal could be, I got to get 32 Ethereum so I can run my own node and stake it. And then you start looking at, oh, well, I'm getting a lot of Ethereum now. I'm getting closer to my goal, closer to my goal. And that's one way to look at it, right? Is just shift your mentality over to the actual currency you're getting, the cryptocurrency, and what you might be able to do with that. And this helps you pivot around too to mine different cryptocurrencies. So in our example with Ethereum, maybe you mine that because you want to get to a point where you have enough to run your own node, or, obviously we won't all be able to run our own nodes. You'll still have a good chunk where you could do like a shared node, right? I'm sure there probably already are services that'll let you do that. There have been before on different cryptocurrencies. And then you get a larger chunk of that payout when that node hits a block. And you shift this mentality to hitting these goals and generating really more of that cryptocurrency so that it will pay off for you later in USD value during the next bull run. Another example, maybe you shift and say, well, I really want to run a masternode on Flux or Firo. And I can focus on mining until I get 10,000 Flux. And then I can stand up a node. And that's your goal now. I need to get that much of that currency, not how much profit in USD or fiat am I generating. And then you focus on that, and then you mine enough, and then you run a node, right? And you set up that node, and that node generates you more Flux or more Firo. And you take your rigs and say, all right, I did it. Now what? Now you go mine maybe Ravencoin, because Ravencoin has a halving coming in January. And you say, man, I really want to get to like 50,000 Ravencoin before they get their halving, because I just feel like I should do that because it's going to be more scarce after, just like Bitcoin. And I think maybe, it's speculative, that just like Bitcoin, the halving will do something to impact the price positively. So I want to get this amount of Ravencoin before that happens. Then you're done with that. And then you shift over some other coin. And what you do is you set these goals of the amount of the native cryptocurrency you want to get, because it allows you to do something to then take it, and that will then generate you more cryptocurrency, whether it's staking, running a node, any of those things. And your GPUs become this thing that just pivots from one to the other as you work to reach these goals. Of course, there's an argument, just mine whatever's most profitable, buy the other stuff, and you can certainly do that. But when we get to the tough times, it may just be easier to shift your rigs around. So I think I'll probably do a video on that stuff, but I lived in that space quite a bit last bear market. It was just about how can I generate the most amount of this currency to reach this goal so I can do this thing so then I can generate more income while my rigs go do something else, so that by the time the bull market comes, I've just stacked all these coins that then go up in USD value. My opinion, not financial advice, et cetera, et cetera. All right, let's do a little bit more chat here, and then I think I'll wrap this one up for the night. We've gone for a little over an hour. Appreciate all of you. You're fantastic. Pennywise Zelcore Safe Wallet. I really like it. I think it's fantastic. It's got a reputation and history of being very safe. ABMNS Production. What's up, dude? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Always sticking around, man. Hey, Cedric Lee, thanks for the donation, man. Appreciate you. You're the man. Gaming with Blobs, sweet name. Is it a good idea for new people to start mining Ethereum now? Yeah, I mean, it's still good. I wouldn't go recommend spending like $10,000 unless you're okay sitting and waiting for years to pay all that off, or maybe never paying it off. But if you got a couple GPUs, you want to pick up a couple, my opinion is there's never a bad time to start learning, man. You'll be more seasoned when it really matters. Jordan, you think it's too late for, was that Helium? I don't know. I don't track that one much, man. The hype was so real on that. All the big crypto YouTubers got sent free miners. And the hype was so big that I sat that one out. I've learned to, and sometimes I'm wrong, but I learned to sit out the hype. I'll probably pick up a bunch of those. I think it's a cool project. I'll probably pick up a bunch of those when they're easy to get and cheap during the next bear market. But yeah, I read that hype as a huge headline. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go do something else. John, I have no idea what ICP is, man. Stop spamming. Raul, if I'm using Ethermine at the moment, would you recommend I switch to a pool with a falling hash rate? Will it mean I can mine more Ethereum? It won't. It's just it all evens out in the long run, but actually you're going to get more consistent payouts with a pool with a larger hash rate. Richard, you can buy 6 brand new 3080s for $1,500 each. That's a little too pricey for my blood. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate you, buddy. Christopher, best software to remote into multiple miners. I use Awesome Miner. I know others use Chrome Remote Desktop or Windows Remote Desktop. I used TeamViewer when I first got started. I would not recommend it. Ernest, MetaMask is okay. Absolutely good wallet. Just be careful. You're getting it from a legit source because there was fake MetaMask wallets that went around on I think Google Chrome Store, in the last couple years. Yeah, HiVoice is awesome, James. Samir, what coins did you accumulate last bear market? What were your goals, if not fiat? I wanted to run Flux nodes, get there, so I did that. I had set targets on the amount of Raven that I wanted to get to. I did that. I never got to the Firo/Zcoin nodes. That's still on my bucket list, so I want to be able to do that. But yeah, I'm sure a couple other things I'm forgetting. But yeah, it's just I had the mindset of okay, I want my GPUs to mine this other thing so that I can stand up a node and that can just generate, essentially be like another miner that's just generating that currency for me. And then my GPUs can go do something else. Deadbite ASICs. I want one. I want a Bitcoin ASIC. If anybody can get me one, that'd be awesome. I just don't want to go through the hoops to get one. I know they're loud and all that, but I still want one. Something about supporting Bitcoin. All right, cool, guys. I'm going to wrap this one up. You guys are all awesome. I appreciate you more than you can ever imagine. This whole thing is a ton of fun. If you have any questions for me, throw them in the comment section that I didn't get to. I'll circle back and I'll answer them. Best place to get me as quickly as possible, if you just want to chat about anything, is my Discord. Link is in the description of all my videos. Come hop in there. It's just a ton of fun in there. Participate in some giveaways. But yeah, I'll have some videos coming up. I got the T-Rex lock core clock video coming up. I'm going to do one on my whole mining story, share some pictures along the way that I think are a lot of fun, and just a couple other things that I think will be a lot of fun for you guys. But appreciate all of you for coming out. Appreciate you all for being here. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of your week. Please take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys. Thank you again.
RX, RTX, GTX, GPUs. RX, RTX, GTX, GPUs. RX, RTX, GTX, GPUs. RTX, GTX, GPUs. RX, RTX, GTX, RTX GPUs. X RTX GTX GPUs. RX RTX GTX GPUs. RX RTX GTX GPUs. RX RTX GTX GPUs. RX RTX GTX GPUs.